We spend years working toward the finish line. Graduation, career success, business stability, retirement. We imagine that one day everything will slow down and life will finally feel complete. But for many of us, the moment we reach that milestone is not relief, it's confusion. Because no one prepares us for what happens after the routine disappears. Most people spend their lives building a financial plan or a career path, but almost no one builds an identity plan. Today, we are breaking down the 4 psychological phases people go through when a major life chapter ends, and why the second phase is where most people silently struggle. Phase 1, the freedom honeymoon. The first phase feels like freedom. For years, our schedules are controlled by deadlines, clients, classes, or responsibilities. Now suddenly, your time belongs entirely to you. You sleep longer. You take breaks without guilt. You finally do the things you said you would do when you had time, and for a while it feels perfect. But the reality is different. Freedom without structure can slowly start to feel empty. Humans aren't designed to live without direction. We are wired to wake up with something to solve, build, or improve. So after the excitement fades, a quiet question starts to appear. What am I supposed to do now? Phase 2, the identity void. This is the phase where many of us struggle the most. Not because we lack money or comfort, but because we lose 5 invisible pillars that once gave our life structure. Dr. Riley Moynes calls this the big 5 losses. Number 1, routine. The rhythm that shaped our days. 2, identity. The role that told people who we are. Number 3, relationships. The daily interactions that gave us connection. 4, purpose. The reason we showed up every morning. 5, influence or power. The sense that our actions mattered. When a career ends, a business closes, or children leave home, these pillars can disappear almost overnight. And when that happens, many of us often experience what psychologists call identity loss. The feeling that you no longer know who you are without your former role. This is why many of us who worked our entire lives can feel unexpectedly lost, anxious, or unmotivated after stepping away from what once defined us. Not because we failed, but because we were never taught how to replace these pillars. Phase 3, the exploration phase. Eventually, most of us realize that we cannot stay in that empty space forever. We begin experimenting. We try new hobbies, We start small projects. We join communities. Some of us start considering learning something completely different. This phase often feels awkward and frustrating, especially for us who spent years being skilled and confident in our previous role or roles. Because suddenly we are beginners again. But this phase is not a step backward. It is research and development for the next version of our life. The key insight here is simple. Being busy is not the same as feeling fulfilled. The goal of this phase is not to fill time. It's to discover what genuinely gives your life meaning now, not what used to. Phase 4. The contribution chapter. The people who navigate this transition successfully don't return to their old lives. They redesign their lives around contribution, not because they have to work, but because they choose to matter. They mentor young people. They create things they never had time to create. They support causes they care about. They share knowledge that would otherwise disappear with them. And in doing so, they rebuild the 5 pillars they lost. A routine, chosen, not forced. A new identity, based on wisdom, not job titles. New relationships, built on shared purpose. A deeper purpose, focused on impact, not income. And a quieter but stronger form of influence, the ability to shape lives, not just results. This is not retirement, this is reinvention. The biggest mistake many of us make is thinking that the end of a career or major life chapter is the end of our usefulness. In reality, it's the first time we finally have full control over how we use our experience. If you are approaching a major life transition or already in one, the most important thing you can build is not just a savings plan or an exit strategy, but a plan for who you want to become next.